had a lot of faith in President Trump to release and expose and make these people pay for what they've done. I had a lot of faith in President Trump.
Jeffrey Epstein jail CCTV erased by technical errors. Whoopsies.
Listen, guys, I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative, but one thing I'm not.
What did you think before you got in office? Did you think that Epstein was murdered?
No.
No suspicion at all of it?
He killed himself.
Caroline, the DOJ and FBI have now concluded there was no Jeffrey Epstein client list. What do you tell MAGA supporters who say they want anyone involved in Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes to be held accountable?
This administration wants anyone who has ever committed a crime to be held accountable, and I would argue this administration has done more to lock up bad guys than certainly the previous administration.
There's just no way that you could have run an op and had people go into that cell and not have any video of it and not have any people come out and say, hey, yeah, I saw that guy. He shouldn't have been there, the guard or this guy. There's just no access points into places like this in the detention center he was in, which I've been in.
I am disappointed. There is no better way to say it.
And the Trump administration is committed to truth and to transparency. That's why the Attorney General and the FBI Director pledged at the President's direction to do an exhaustive review of all of the files related to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes and his death. And they put out a memo in conclusion of that review. There was material they did not release because, frankly, it was incredibly graphic and it contained child pornography, which is not something that's appropriate for public consumption. But they committed to an exhaustive investigation. That's what they did, and they provided the results of that.
I am disappointed in President Trump. I am disappointed in Kash Patel. And I'm going to tell you guys, just because you are a Republican, just because you are a conservative like myself, it does not mean you have to accept everything the Republican Party gives you. It does not mean you have to accept everything President Trump does. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are agreeing with everything someone else is doing, maybe it's time to question your critical thinking skills. Maybe it's time to question your independent thinking skills.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but what I was told, what I'd read, was that the guards were not paying attention or were sleeping.
Well,
right?
And in short order, you'll see it.
Is that correct?
Well, it's hard to surmise that from a video, right? Like,
right.
Where they and look, do guards doze off on the night shift? Yeah. But no one can get in to the cell. And if they had gotten in to the cell, you would see it.
But we were told that the cameras were down.
Well, I don't know who said that.
But that was in the news.
We're giving you all the footage we have.
Yeah, guys, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Come on. It's too suspicious, man. Come on. We Republicans, we are conservatives, but we're not. Come on. The guards were sleeping. The cameras were not working. Come on, man. Come on.
That's transparency.
Follow up on that,
Sure.
Caroline. Okay, so the FBI looks at the circumstances surrounding the death of Jeffrey Epstein. According to the report, this systematic review revealed no incriminating client list. So what happened to the Epstein client list that the Attorney General said she had on her desk?
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network on Fox News.
I've got the quote.
Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let her speak for that.
And when we watch that video of Caroline saying all this nonsense she was saying, we can tell that was some Karine Jean-Pierre vibe. Karine Jean-Pierre was President Biden's press secretary. We can tell something is not right. We can sense it. Anyone with half a brain can just say, I am not liking what I'm seeing. I am not liking what I'm hearing. Now, the question I have is, who are they protecting? I thought the Republican Party was all about accountability. I don't care who it is. If someone commits some crime, especially against children, I don't care who it is, they must pay for those actions. Who are they protecting? I think that's a valid question to ask. I am disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed.
But again, when it comes to the FBI and the Department of Justice, they are more than committed to ensuring that bad people are put behind bars.
Biden did not touch the list. We all said, who is Biden protecting? We know President Trump is all about accountability. We believe President Trump is going to do the right thing. And guess what? Now President Trump is saying, oh no, there's nothing to release. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm disappointed. You know what? Maybe it's time for a third political party. Maybe it's time for a third political party in America, because we cannot continue to see the rich and most powerful people never pay for their actions.
He reviewed the case, and it was his determination that it was a homicide because of the way his neck was broken. And what he said was it was indicative of a ligature strangulation. And it was because of the positioning on the neck where the marks were, that it wasn't indicative of someone hanging by their weight, which had been higher on the chin. And there's a specific break of the bones and the vertebrae that's consistent with someone who is just strangled to death.
I haven't seen it. I'll definitely take a look at it because that's part of my job.
You haven't seen that?
The report on
Yeah.
that? No, I haven't looked at that.
Did you see any? Was there any other autopsy done other than the official one?
Not to my knowledge, but if there was, you'll get it. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's not a good look. That is not a good look. So you mean to tell me, Kash Patel, you mean to tell me you have all this confidence to say it was suicide. However, you have never looked at the official autopsy. You have never looked at the official autopsy to see what exactly could have happened. What did the official autopsy say? But with all confidence, you're removing all possibility. You simply say it was suicide. Come on, we're not. I mean, I'm disappointed, man. I am disappointed. Anyway, guys, like I said, man, listen. Yes, I'm a Republican. Yes, I'm a conservative. But if you're watching this video and you expect me to just blindfoldly go with everything the Republican Party says or everything President Trump says, if that's what you're expecting from me, this is not the channel for you. But if you want real, authentic, and honest opinion, this is the channel for you. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And thanks to all over 1,000 of you have already subscribed to this channel. Next up to thousands. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Like I said, I'm not buying this. I am not buying this. Stay safe.